let's just get it out the way. It's episode 5.
Episode 5, boys.
It's
and girls.
It's Juan Lopez,
And Nathaniel Klingen.
and it's small talk with the big boys. Let's jump right into it.
We're rolling for room tone? Dude.
I mean, I'll go ahead and out myself. I'm going on a trip, so we decided, hey, let's record 2.
Are you going to tell them this now?
Well, yeah, because I mean, they're gonna I'm not gonna be like, hey, because we usually talk about what we did that week, but
That's true.
you know, like there's not like anything to talk about. But I mean, there's stuff to talk about, just not from the week. Episode 5.
This is episode 5. Y'all don't know what happened. I got
Double
a text
recording.
the other day. I don't know why this just came to my mind. It was actually yesterday. So these two girls that I work with at my office, I guess I know one of them listens, but I guess the other one listens as well. She sent me this, and she was like, "Thinking about starting a pod. What do you think?" And it's pretty much our artwork.
Whoa!
And it's Tiny Talk with the Giant Gals.
They really went through, and then wow, that
production-
looks like a lot of effort for a joke.
Which is what upset me. The production value was way too high.
Yeah, that picture looks great.
It looks real good.
Did they copy Jack's style? Oh my god.
Dude, and I just...
Can we copyright strike them, actually?
Actually, yeah.
Because I kind of want some money from this.
Especially after our third video got copyright strike.
Oh yeah, our third video did get copyright strike. We're so big now that
Dude.
big companies are like, dude,
They're like, bro...
stop using
Yeah,
our
stop
licensed
using-
stuff without our permission.
Do you want to know what's the best thing about getting that copyright strike?
I also want to know the worst thing about it.
Do you know why we got copyright strike?
Okay.
Because of... It was because of Kawhi Leonard's laugh that we got that copyright strike.
We did. So I vaguely know about it, but we played that clip. Episode 2, was it?
Episode 3.
Episode 3. We played that clip, and turns out a podcast bought the exclusive rights to Kawhi Leonard's laugh or something. I don't know, but they just used the clip during their podcast, and then they're like, YouTube auto scrolled or auto listened. Thanks for listening, YouTube. By the way.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm really. It's kind of humbling knowing that YouTube's listening to us.
Like the big dog. Leave a comment below, YouTube, if you're vaping along with us.
Subscribe, YouTube. Do something for us to just. But anyways, what's it called? Yeah, no. So they scanned it, and then they heard it, and they just. And then now nothing really came of it. It was just like, dang.
Yeah.
It was like, that sucks a little bit.
Tough.
At least they didn't get deleted, really.
No, yeah, that's what I was worried about when Jack texted us. I was like, so is the video still up? And he was like, yeah, like we just, our 3 cents we might make off of that video goes to them.
Nah, but yeah, something like that. Like they started running ads on our video for them.
Did they really?
Like that. If it was a bigger channel, that video, would be worth whatever amount of money, and then they would run ads, and then it would just the money would go to them as opposed to us due to the copyright strike. But since we're a small up and coming channel, thankfully all we got was a little tap on the wrist,
A little nope.
Don't do that again.
And we're like, I'm sorry, YouTube.
I'm sorry, Kawhi Leonard.
I'm sorry, Kawhi.
What if you did it so well that you got copyright striked again?
They were like, that's his laugh. Get him.
That's as loud as you can get.
Dude, can I tell you something that I've been you know how like whenever you're watching YouTube, like you'll just go down a rabbit hole that you just don't feel good about?
Honestly, there was a point in my life where I'm pretty sure in middle school where that was just my thing. Like
Dude.
just at night I would get in my bed, just watch
go
and
down rabbit holes
and just kind of just take a trip, and then
that's what it is.
Start with one video and then
you take a trip.
And you keep going. You find something that piques your interest because YouTube knows what to do with the recommended videos,
Dude.
and then you do. But yeah, no. Where was that going? My bad.
My rabbit hole that I've been going down this past week are like plastic surgery videos, but not like the ones of the surgeries, just like the people that have spent thousands of dollars on plastic surgery. Like those like human dolls.
That human, I didn't watch a video, but the human Ken doll guy.
Yeah, that was one of the ones I watched.
How he removed his ribs?
Yeah.
2 of his ribs.
4 of them.
4?
He removed 4 ribs.
And then he like had it, and then he had it like
dude.
He like had his ribs in his hand and
Yeah.
like was pretending to eat it, basically, like haha, like. And then he
It's-
said it's like one of the biggest regrets of his life because he just hurts like randomly.
That's because you're not supposed to remove those ribs.
And I don't even know what. I think it was for his waist to be smaller.
Yeah, because he has to like wear a
Question mark?
corset or something. But
Well,
the,
yeah, you watched it. Yeah, go.
the thing that gets me is like, so these people spend hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like there was one guy that was just like, yeah, I've probably spent about $150,000 on plastic surgery,
What?
but they don't do anything.
okay,
These videos, like, they don't show them going to work and being like, hello, welcome to blah blah blah. How may I help you?
They spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on this, right?
And they have like
and then-
designer clothes and everything.
Yeah, and then the thing is that you see why they're making money now because they look like that. But where did they originally get the money to get the surgery, to get the money from getting the surgery? You know what I mean?
It's-
like a weird
dude.
circle that's like, how'd y'all start that?
But one of my new favorite things is because in these videos they always go back to like the plastic surgeon's office to like book an appointment. And my favorite thing is the plastic surgeon's reaction to everything they say.
And they have to do it because
and
they have the money.
Exactly. Like going back to the four ribs guy. This dude was just like, he's like, man, I'm really nervous for you. Like this, he's like, this is not a good operation.
The rib part? Are you talking about referring to the rib thing?
Removing the ribs. He's like, dude, this is like not good.
The McRib?
But like they all these people have the same reaction when they walk in, because these people walk in like plastic surgeryed up, just like beat for the gods.
What's it gonna be today?
Exactly. Like it's like
What do
going to
you
7-Eleven.
want? Yeah,
It's like 10 on pump 5.
it's like getting a tattoo, but
Yeah.
do you think you can reverse that?
Maybe.
I wonder if you can just like reverse that, but I'm not sure.
part that-
Another thing that is in plastic surgery is like, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's called synthol, and basically I saw a video on it. It's really big in Brazil for whatever reason, but
So many weird things are big in Brazil.
yeah, the people, the
The
rainforest,
rainforest.
but
Soccer stadiums.
but yeah, synthol is basically just like concrete that you inject into your. It doesn't do anything but make you look big. And the thing is that it's not a natural big.
No,
It's like,
it's a freak.
Yeah,
big.
it's like you have like a lump there, and then they like flex and stuff, and it's like, and then
Dude.
people's skin has like popped and stuff from
Yeah.
that, like injecting, like they just and they just like inject a bunch, and they don't look good,
No, it doesn't look like. Yeah, it doesn't look good.
and they like
Like
talk
it doesn't
about
look.
it.
It
too.
doesn't look like appeal, like
There we
attractive.
go. Yeah, and like it's not real also. And whenever they flex, it's scary because you're like, oh my gosh, like please don't do that.
Dude, that's what these plastic surgery people do, like as well. Like with this, like they'll just like get muscles, just it put into like they'll get like plastic biceps and
Hmm.
triceps, when you can just go to the gym for like 2 weeks
Do they ever show
or like 6 weeks.
before the plastic surgery photos?
Some of them do,
Really?
and dude, it's like it's night and day.
What
They all the plastic surgery people kind of look the same.
do you kind of have like a since you've watched so many, do you have a kind of like, if you were to be in to make an episode, what is like the usual tropes of the plastic surgery, the person getting the plastic surgery? Because I feel like
Like-
once you watch something enough, you'll like you start to
So
see it, you know, you can make a little
they-
bingo card out of it.
they typically always start, and it's just like they always have their name and then like who they're trying to look like.
Oh, they're always trying to look like somebody
Uh-huh.
most of the time, at least.
Yeah, because there was this guy. He was like, he was
Oh.
trying to look like Jimin from BTS.
Oh.
This other dude was trying to be a Ken doll.
There's another dude being Superman too, right?
Yeah, insane stuff.
So they always want to look like something.
And they're always right, no matter what. They're never wrong. They're always right.
Uh huh.
And they'll just walk into these appointments. They'll be like, "So I need this," and they'll be like giving all these terms, and the doctor will just be sitting there like, it's
Listening.
like when people walk in thinking like they know everything about medicine because they looked up on WebMD. They're just sitting there like, dude, come on.
So Nate, given that formula, make
Yeah.
your own plastics. You're you're
I'm the
beginning your
plastic surgeon?
you're
Okay.
starting to do plastic surgery. Who are you gonna look like? And what are you gonna change? And what are you telling the doctor? I'll be your doctor. Shoot. Let's
Okay.
do some RP. Open
Okay,
RP.
yeah, let's just do this quick yes and scene
Yes,
real quick.
and okay.
I want to look like Idris Elba,
Idris Elba. Okay.
black and all.
Okay.
Writing noises.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to do to yourself?
Also, can we take like, and they'll just like name off a random like, all of the different like plastics have names.
Really?
Yeah, which is weird.
I didn't know that.
He's like, well, can we take a B-24 and like put it like up here in my bicep?
So they basically have it down to like a science at this point.
Practically.
The people who get it. I mean, the doctors know all that, but
Yeah.
I'm sure they just heard it so many times that I'm guessing it's different feel,
Mhm.
different text. This is still the improv scene, by the way.
Yeah,
this is
we're
just
just-
this isn't us talking. This is the doctor and the plastics.
So
No,
I
we
have
gave
so I
up
have
on
some
that.
so I have some sketches. I have some sketches to look like Idris Elba.
Oh
Can
my
we?
gosh.
I wouldn't mind looking like Idris Elba,
No, he's a handsome man,
but
It's
not like
the
plastic
thing.
surgery. Just being Idris
Just
Elba.
yeah, because like you can't look like Idris Elba.
No,
Come on, that's Idris Elba.
dude.
And plus, you know, your skin color it just doesn't.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with my skin color?
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Anyways, so what with the what so they that actually blows
It's-
me. I can't believe they have different plastics and
Yeah.
like different like I mean I know they have different names.
And then
but,
what was it?
Huh.
This one dude brought like sketches because he wanted his abs done,
oh,
and rather than just doing crunches in the morning,
rather than like working for it. Yeah. He paid for
he
it.
walked in and he was talking to the guy and he was like, "So I have some sketches here," and just pulled out like a notebook of sketches of how he wanted his abs to look.
Wow, that's pretty conceited.
Yeah,
Just sculpt your body like that. Isn't that crazy though? They really would rather just like
Absolutely
pay
insane.
for it, and like it's less expensive to just kind of form your body. And I know there's physical limitations, like you can't like facially look like somebody,
yeah.
but they could totally put in the work. But I
Dude,
mean, at the same
but-
time, they don't want to, so it doesn't. Really, I feel like if you get that ab surgery right, like
they
what
never look
happened-
good. They never
one,
look good.
One, they don't look good. Two, you can't just eat anything you want because you have to
Mhm.
maintain
Yeah,
whatever lipo, what anything you got to get the abs. So it's like you still have to maintain, you know,
there's this one dude I watched, and in the morning he has to buff his face,
buff his
like
face.
with a buffer.
What?
Yeah, he just has like this like little buffer that he just and buffs his face.
What does that do for him? Does it like
I
help the
have no
plastic
clue.
settle or something?
think it's like
what
a-
the fuck?
It's like a shine thing. I have no clue what
A
it actually
shine?
does.
It's literally just exfoliating him.
Probably, it's a skincare routine.
Man, those rabbit holes are. I
Ye-
like those rabbit holes though.
It was a fun rabbit hole.
Because
You
like
know-
after like 2 hours, you're just like, oh, this is how I ended up here.
you know what I would get plastic surgery
What?
if I can't look like Idris Elba, I would get the V.
The V?
I'd get the Thanos V.
You'd get the Thanos. See, he snapped for it, so he didn't even work out for it either.
Exactly. So I mean, honestly, if I can get plastic surgery for it, that makes me no better than Thanos.
Age-old question: if you could have an appendage of an animal to scale, what would you have, and why? No, nothing inappropriate though. Okay, nothing inappropriate. Think about it. I have my answer.
What was your answer?
No, I want you to answer first.
I'd have wings, straight up.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I'd have wings.
That's a good. That's a good one because the thing is though is that if it's to scale, you're gonna have some big wings to support.
Yeah.
Like even though you're like
to support
a
my
small
boy
dude,
body.
like yeah, like it's still like you need like because
I'm
birds
hefty.
look at birds' bodies compared to their
Yeah.
wings, like and then also hollow bones. I would totally get like cat eyes so I could see in the dark.
Really?
I like being able to see everything in front of me, like when I walk into an open room, because it's comforting. I like that. That'd be mine though, because seeing in the dark would just be so
Oh yeah, it'd be so convenient.
so really overpowered.
you can
do
save
anything.
energy.
You would like you'd look into like the forest or something and just see it. See anything.
But would that be terrifying though? Just seeing every critter,
Can you imagine? And then like they're looking back at you thinking that you can't see them, and you're like, nah,
and they're trying to like
can't."
pull some shady stuff, and you're like, dude, I see you.
I can 100% see you. What if I just had like echolocation and like my ears were super sensitive? That would just be like a hindrance more than anything. You're like, I want an echolocation.
An
thing."
echolocation.
So yeah, no, Jack's here again. Yeah, say hello.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hi guys, thank you for listening again.
Sorry,
I'm
go
here.
There you go. I like how Jack's quiet the whole time sitting,
And then
This-
he's just
yeah,
comes in
this-
so heavy.
This 15 minutes before is just us sitting with Jack next to us.
I thank you for inviting me again, even though I'm a living doll now. You guys can barely see.
Did you go get plastic surgery?
The
while we
light's
were
reflecting
talking?
off my face so heavily that you guys can barely fucking
I'm
see.
blinded right now.
I have
Dude.
Stendhal in my arms. You could put a coffee mug on my back.
You're finally able to talk because last
Yeah.
last episode you were just sitting back here on your
Yeah.
PSP.
Yeah.
Just playing
That stuff's so gross.
the PSP.
No, the plastic.
The synthol.
Yeah,
it
it
really
You were squirming. You were
Yeah.
squirming over there.
And you know, since I'm here for the hot takes, I need to deliver on my own front. I need to answer some questions too. So I'm going to answer
Go for
for
it.
the animal thing that you guys said earlier.
Yes, go.
I'm going to
answer.
get a trunk, so I never have to use a
Trunk.
straw again. So there you go.
But okay, you get a trunk, you don't have to use a straw again, but you get boogers in everything you drink. So
Why'd you have to say that?
It's like
That's fine. It's endearing. It's like Jack the snotty boy over there.
It adds a little bit of just like umami to everything you
Yeah,
drink.
I'm umami.
And if you're drinking water, oh man, that would suck. Just like lapping up water with your nose. I mean, you
Dude.
you still have the
Dude.
option to use your mouth. So it's like, it's
But
not
then you'd
that
have to get
bad.
your trunk out of the way.
Yeah, and then you have to lift up your trunk.
Man, move that trunk.
Get that trunk over here,
Get
Jack.
the-
We need it for carrying water from a
Alright,
place
Jack.
to a place.
Let's get into this.
Yes, I
takes. What did you
come
bring
on
to
this
us?
show and I ask questions. And today's question I got for you, you got to think about some of the shows you like and consider: is there any show that you've finished wherein you feel like you could have written a better ending or better development of the characters in any way? It just disappointed you by the end, and you really wanted something different, huh?
It's a long question.
Well, I'm
That
expound-
went- that
I'm
went
I'm just
expounding on the
kidding. I'm
context.
just kidding. Yeah. No. So basically, question number one is: was there a show you finished and you're like, "Damn, I could have done better"?
Yeah, I could have written it better.
Dang, there's so many shows that there's. First of all, I gotta give kudos to shows that end well, because that is so hard to do. Like wrapping up and everything. Like it's just so tough to just end a show.
Yeah.
Like so like I feel like there's a lot of room to mess up, you know. And like when a show ends, it's like you want to cut all loose ties and you want to wrap it up, so
Mhm.
not every fan's gonna be happy.
Then there's the ones that want to shock, that want to do something crazy for the end, so that people are left
Yeah.
with a huge taste in their mouth. I
With
don't know.
the,
I don't know what huge tastes like, but
I would.
the end of the bad ending.
I've
of a
never
series.
experienced huge, but I think I would rewrite Community. I'd end
Yeah?
Community earlier. I said that on the last
Really?
episode that I never finished Community because it just got bad.
You
But
would
I
just
would-
end it earlier, not even write a different ending.
I'd
That's
end it
pretty good.
earlier and write a different ending.
Yeah. Well, I don't, actually, no, you can't say the ending to Community. Never mind. Huh? That's cool though. How long was Community?
I think like 6 seasons, 6 or 7 seasons.
6 or 7 seasons.
I think so.
I'm trying to think
Because that
about
was the
all
whole gag was 6
shows
seasons in a movie.
that I watched. That when it ended, I was like, man, I did not like that. And honestly, the only one that's coming to mind is the one that I've been mentioning is just How I Met Your Mother, because that ending was like really
Oh yeah.
really fan servicey. Like you're waiting the whole season for him to find the mother, and then no spoiler, I'm not gonna say what happens, but like he finds the mother, and then it's like, and then it's just fan servicey. And I would have just had him be with the mom, like, you know, like that's what we were
Yeah.
waiting on. We knew from the first episode that it wasn't Robin, because he says Aunt Robin and all that stuff. So it's just like, I don't know, it was just like all over the place, and I was just like, come on, like it ended so bad.
I got one that is very similar to How I Met Your Mother, and it's because I've watched all of it so much out of my own volition. Like, it's not my fault that I watched it, but I watched all of Friends multiple times.
Is it Buzz Lightyear Star Command?
It's not Buzz Lightyear Star
Jack,
Command.
I gotta say, I really dislike Friends.
I hate Friends too.
But I've watched all of it
Yeah,
because like
I know what happens. Who doesn't?
Same with you though. Like you said that your mom was just always watching,
Yeah.
so you're like, why not?
Uh-huh.
My sister just wanted to finish it, and I had nothing else to
It's
do.
just on in
So
the living room.
I sat down and I definitely have
Mhm.
watched every episode. I enjoyed them at the time, but when I sat down and thought about it, I was like, I don't like
It's like
Friends,
it's like Big Bang Theory.
I-
Everyone had a point where they
yeah,
liked Big Bang
they liked
Theory.
it for a second.
What I want to do
True.
with the show, if I could like write it differently though, is that none of the characters develop at all. They do things that are wrong and are told that they're wrong, and then the next episode they do shit like it again.
They do more wrong
Ross
stuff.
is the most unlikable piece of shit character
You really
of
don't
any
like
show.
Ross.
Like by the last episode, he's still doing things that like you can't like, and like then he's like, Rachel, I love you. Get off the plane, and Rachel does because she doesn't develop either. She's still an idiot.
Actually, I like.
Yo,
what-
that struck a nerve with Jack.
I like when you talk about Ross because Ross is like. You telling me he's the only conflict in all of Friends. Like, if it wasn't for Ross, there really wouldn't be that much.
Like there's straight up
he's
an
so
episode
bad.
where like he has different beliefs than Phoebe, and he spends the whole episode trying to force his beliefs onto her.
You told me that one, yeah. And he's just like, dude, you're a bad person too, not just a bad friend.
Here's the thing: a character like that in a show can ruin a show if they're
Yeah.
not done right.
Especially
like
whenever there's
Ross.
always a B plot in every episode about him. And he has a monkey too.
Yeah,
like
why
I
is
don't
it always
care.
about him?
I know.
Yo, but that monkey meme, that Maurice, put that down, and then it just plays a random song. That's the best meme to
That
come
one's
out of
pretty
Friends.
funny.
But I'm sure I sound like every girl in 2003 now, talking drama. Like I hate Ross so much. That's probably why they did it though. Is because it would generate traction in the audience if the characters just acted bad.
True.
Dude, I really want to go if I could go back in time, I would want to go back to like when TV wasn't as accessible as it is now, and
Yeah?
you had to watch shows week to week,
Mhm.
and like once like a new episode
Really?
of Friends came out,
Yeah.
like you talked about it the next day.
Because
at the
it fosters
office.
discussion like among your peers.
Yeah.
like with Game of Thrones and Lost, like everybody
Actually-
would just talk about it like every Sunday.
Now that I think about it, you're right. Like, with streaming, especially Netflix original, it's more so, have you seen it?
Mhm.
And
Like,
it's
have
just
you-
like,
yeah.
have you watched, the
all
whole,
12 episodes
yeah,
of this new show?
the
Yeah.
whole, and then like if you
It came
if
out
you-
yesterday, by the way.
Yeah, if you didn't watch it, you can't talk about
And
it.
the conversation, like if you haven't seen all of it, the conversation ends with, "No, I'm just on episode 5."
Uh-huh.
Like
yeah, and then like it's okay.
That's
Well,
it.
I can't
Well, I'm
talk
sorry.
about it. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
The whole
when
thing's
you-
a package.
yeah,
you know?
tell me when you finish it.
Uh-huh.
yeah, and then we can talk about it.
It's just like in my internal dialogue on now. I've been meaning to watch that. It looks interesting, and then I never
Dude,
fucking
never
watch
do
it.
ever like at all.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay. They forgive you. They
Don't
understand.
don't apologize.
I think it's called serialized is whenever they come out every week, but I don't like it whenever it comes out in a chunk like that.
Yeah, you can just watch all of it.
Yeah,
You don't get to pace yourself.
I don't get to ingest it over time. Okay, I got another question about TV.
Oh, another TV
And more
question. I
TV
like TV.
questions and half YouTube. How do you feel about reactive / reaction humor? Like the kind of form of video that was fostered by like Daniel Tosh and Tosh.0.
Oh, yeah, talking about.
Yeah, or like
Just the
H3H3 on YouTube, where
Oh.
it like you play a video and the personality reacts to it and
Cody
shows what
Ko.
they think.
I feel like that's a medium. It's a very oversaturated medium, and but it's also a medium that can only be done successfully by a few people, like
Yeah.
your Cody Ko's
Mhm.
and your H3s.
They have to have an energy to them.
yeah.
The ones that
Definitely.
I watched, I mean, I like them. Like the ones that I watch that are good, I enjoy watching them, even though it really is just like
Mhm.
somebody riffing on a video, like things you do with friends when you watch a bad movie. But I kind of like to hear that and just like, even though sometimes it's literally just them pointing out something, that's funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know, just like I like watching those videos. But I see it really is like there's a lot, and like it's of those type of videos and
'Cause
like
it's so
reactors.
easy to make.
Yeah, you just react, and like reacting to something isn't that
Yeah.
difficult. And I mean, it adds another element if you're like a comedian, but like, and you have like little bits that you can make off of it and all that. But like,
But if your
No.
personality isn't likable,
yeah.
like Ray William Johnson,
Dude,
Like,
where
then,
is
then
he?
you'll get shuffled
You
out.
know what's funny though is that Ray William Johnson, he may not be like likable, but he really just became a mogul and then dipped from Equals 3 and just
Yeah.
gave him a new host.
The moment he started trying to make music,
Yeah.
I didn't like that he did my mom.
So he's like your favorite Martian.
Yeah.
So it's funny because like it makes you think like you weren't watching Ray William Johnson for like the videos, like you were watching it for the guy, because when they changed the host it was like, well,
You're
this
like,
isn't
"Ooh,
the
let's
same
see."
this is the
Yeah.
same thing, and like I was never a big fan, but I would watch like casually, I guess, not even like a few. I would watch an episode or two, and then I'd note basically enough to notice that he was gone when he was gone, and then it was just like, like the show wasn't Equals 3. The show was Ray William Johnson, and
Yeah.
then he left it in good hands, but it just devolved.
You don't hear about it anymore.
Not at all.
The way I usually like to ingest it is that it's just like a platform to host videos,
It's a good,
because like then you could like be like, oh, did you see this video of this Spider-Man dancing on a subway? I saw it on Tosh.0, and then you can talk about the video with somebody you know.
Yeah.
that's true. It opens the door to more conversation, and
Because like without it, like maybe that video would have gotten no views.
that's what, like some of the videos like I would have never seen, and I don't know where they found it, and it's like cool, like they're reacting to things that I haven't seen, and then that video gets more traction, and also it also just like you get little inside jokes of it's just, it's cool.
Yeah,
like they
like-
add their own thing. It's almost like
Mm.
reacting to something makes its own monster of a video.
Yeah, like because of H3H3, it's like a joke everybody knows now that there was a oh god, what's it called? Law and Order SVU episode about gamers.
yeah, I didn't know that
Dude,
before.
I remember that episode very vividly.
It's great.
He
Actually,
leveled
I
up.
did know that.
They leveled that.
No,
Yeah.
I take that back. I saw that episode because my family really likes watching Law and Order.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Dude.
was not John. No, Tobuscus was in that.
Yeah, he was.
Tobuscus was in it. No.
He was like announcing stuff, and he was just
Bro,
like,
SVU, dude, I don't like SVU because it got to the point to where they just like it was just for shock value.
yeah, they're telling the crimes that happen, and you're like,
Yeah, you're
Jeez.
like, whoa.
Yeah, it's like, and then they find him, and it's like, he really did all that.
I watched one with my friend who was really into the show, and it was like their 2-hour season premiere, and it took this episode took so many turns. Like this kid was like abused to like toxic masculinity, was like raped by his dad,
Jeez.
and then like his dad got acquitted, and then he went and shot up a school. Like they were like, let's hit every societal thing that's happening right now. It was a
Yeah,
2-hour
this-
episode.
Jeez, wait,
It was so bad.
was the gamer episode the same episode Logan Paul was on it, and he was shooting on top of the rooftop, or am I just thinking
that
of the
was
Logan Paul?
Paul.
Was it the gamer episode?
I think that totally was
Well
him.
then, yeah, Logan
Dude.
Paul and Tobuscus were on the same
Jeez.
set.
Dude, every semi-famous every like C-list celebrity has been the bad guy on a Law and Order
Oh,
episode.
jeez.
Some higher end, like BA, have just been on Law and
Yeah.
Order, and you're like,
Justin
that's-
Bieber got like lit up on Law and Order.
Was he on Law and Order?
Yeah, he was the bad guy too, and it ended with him just getting shot up.
Why was he the bad guy? What?
I have no clue, because that's just what they do for celebrities. Like they make like the big celebrity at the time the bad
No,
guy.
not why, but like, what did he do as the bad guy?
Oh, I have no clue. I've just seen the clip of him getting shot.
Ice-T
lit up.
is the C-list king.
He really is though. What are you
Talking about Ice-T is an S tier. He's an S tier boy.
celebrity.
Okay, so for this question, I'm going to say that you guys are actors, right? You act.
I'd say so. We just did an improv scene at the beginning of this episode.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Wow, if we could just make that was so good. It lasted maybe 2 sentences, but wow, if we could just
It
have a
was-
whole episode
yeah.
of just that was the best thing we've ever made.
Well, this thing is scripted.
So as actors, do you guys feel like you have a niche?
Like a character type?
Yeah, like a character type. And do you like having that?
Well, I feel like I haven't
I don't think I've done enough.
acted in a long time,
Yeah.
but I feel like everything that I played was not very much a niche. Everything that I've been in wasn't a niche, except for the being an announcer, which is kind of a funny joke, honestly, more than anything. But other than that,
Tonight's
like,
gonna be a scorcher.
I feel like I'm very ambiguous, because sometimes those niches come from the way you look as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like I'm a very like flat, like, like a base. Like I could be this, like, because
Yeah.
I've played old men and then I've played young men, and it's just like young man. But no, I wouldn't say I have a niche. And maybe if I start acting, if that somehow happens in the future, then maybe I'll find it. But as of right now, no. I would say no, just for the sole fact that like I haven't in a while, and I wouldn't even know what my niche would be. What do you, hot take for you? What do you think my niche would be?
I do like the announcer type and like the
Right.
straight man. Like it's cool.
Straight man. That makes sense.
Yeah. But like consoling friend is nice too.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like
Yeah.
kind of like if you were in a romantic comedy, you would be the best friend to the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
that's
The
sweet.
yes man, or not yes
Aw.
man, but like he backs you up.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You're bro.
Whenever the climactic scene happens where you're in the pit.
I'm in the
Yeah.
back clapping like, yeah, Nate,
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, I don't think I've done enough to like establish a niche. Is it niche or niche?
Niche.
Niche?
Altar boy is your niche.
Yeah.
Altar boy is my niche, but
Altar boy.
I think like if you're going like off of like looks, I would maybe say like just like comic relief almost.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly,
Like
exactly.
Nate's on stage.
What I see is like whenever I drew the channel art, I put you in that overshirt and with like a tie.
Yeah.
I always see you like a troubled businessman role that's like funny
Oh,
that I
yeah,
talk to
yeah.
at like a water cooler.
Like an
About
Office
a-
Space type thing.
yeah, like Office Space.
About a whole Netflix series. That's
Yeah.
what you're talking about that he hasn't seen yet.
I'm only on episode 5.
That's so.
I've been meaning to
sad,
watch
man.
it.
I'll get to it.
I
Well, I wanna
I'll
finish-
Yeah,
wanna
I
finish
saw something
Lost.
about that. It looks really interesting.
Yeah. I'm finishing SVU right now. I'm on a 2-hour episode. I'll get to it.
Any more hot takes, Jack?
Do you guys want another one?
I'll take one more. I'll take one more hot take.
I'll take one
All
to
right,
go.
this one's gonna be really hot.
It's gonna be really hot.
What is your bathroom etiquette like? See, because like whenever I go into the bathroom, I can't be the one that poops first there. You know?
Like a
As
public
in-
bathroom?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
public
I
bathroom
don't like
etiquette.
making noise whenever I go to the bathroom. You know?
You know,
I don't like drawing that
Dude.
much attention to myself.
You know what? Okay. I have a story about bathroom etiquette.
Yeah.
Okay. I would say I'm pee shy.
Yeah, I'm a shy peer.
I'm a shy peer, but I didn't always be. I didn't always used to be. I didn't always be.
I didn't always.
I didn't
pee.
always be.
You
So
just hold it for like 5 years.
so I used to just like go in there and handle my business. But because of a traumatic event, now I'm a shy peer.
Uh-oh.
So in elementary school, I was just like going to the bathroom, and like you know in elementary school you and your friends y'all were just rambunctious.
Yeah.
So and when you're peeing, you're in a vulnerable state.
Yeah.
So I was just like sitting there peeing, and one of my friends, like because I thought I was in there alone, one of my friends came up behind me and like grabbed me, and like grabbed my shoulders, and just
No.
out of instinct, I turned around and I peed on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him
Just
for that.
straight up peed on
The
him.
bastard.
I have a wait. No,
And so
yes.
and so after that, like, and he was like freaking out. He was like, "Dude, you peed on me." And I was like, "Yeah,
You
I
touched
did."
my shoulders and turned
Yeah.
me around.
And so after that, I've just been pee shy. Like if somebody's behind me, I can't go pee.
Yeah, somebody was behind me and I was like, why are you standing behind me while I'm trying to pee? I have bathroom etiquette. I really don't care honestly who's in there.
Yeah.
I'll just let it go. But
Yeah, somebody has to break the mold first for me.
one thing I will say though is that I think
No, if you go, I'll do it.
I think every bathroom should definitely have music.
Yeah.
Or some type of noise, cause like it's just uncomfortable, honestly. Cause like
Bro, I can't poop to Rihanna though.
yeah, I mean I can. Like I'm
I can't
fine.
poop without Rihanna.
I'm the polar opposite. I actually have a story kind of like that. It didn't make me poop shy or nothing, but it was like middle school, and it was like an architecture type class. We just built a lot of models in this class, and then I was like, ooh, gotta use the restroom, as one does. So I went to use the restroom, doing my business. You know, it wasn't pee. It was a number 2, so it was more intimate, more locked in.
You could just say dookie.
So, so I was dookie, and so I sat, and then I stood on the toilet. So I sat, and then just doing my business, and then like the lunch for the 8th graders lets out.
Oh
And
no.
I think I'm a 6th grader at this point. No, I'm definitely a 6th grader at this point because I left like 7th grade.
So you were prepared to like hunker down and
So
stay in that stall.
I was 6th grade me.
Fort Knox.
Yeah, I was like, I have to hold this bunker down. So I was there and I was like, oh my gosh, there's gonna be at least a couple people who have to like there has to be like who have to use the restroom. And then like this group of like 3 boys comes in, and then they like instead of just I think they just went in to go in because none of them used the restroom. They just look and they're like, yo, somebody's taking a shit. And then like at that point I like had already finished and like I like was actually in the middle of like getting up, and so I like kind of just walked out and I was like it's like what? Like I didn't say anything. I just like
what
washed
would've
my
killed
hands
me-
and went to the back to my classroom. I was like, I'm never using the bathroom during this period again.
Yeah, that's what I hate. That's why I hate the
Stupid.
most about it is whenever like people who just don't have anything to do just come in and just start making comments about somebody taking a shit, like they don't do it too.
Like,
Dude,
they're
what would
not
have killed me is if you got like scared and defensive. You're like, no, I'm not.
You are. You're the one taking it.
That kills me, dude. Bro, I think I saw a drug deal go down once in a bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, like it, but it was like super weird. Like I just saw a hand come out of the stall, and a dude walked by the stall and handed him a little plastic bag, and then the hand went back in the stall. And I was
That was
like,
plastic-
toilet paper.
yeah. He
Little
was like, "Hey
plastic
man,
bag.
I'm out. You got some in the other stall?"
Yeah, here you go. And then they drug exchanged it to be more low key. Well, Jack,
Yeah.
thank you for the hot takes.
Thank you for
But-
answering them.
Yeah, but now I banish you into silence. So you have to sit next to me in silence. So
Y'all
now that
all heard that tumble.
So now that Jack tumbled, I love that segment honestly.
It's a fun one.
Cause I honestly I don't get asked questions enough. I guess. I mean I do. That's kind of silly to say.
We get it. You want to be interviewed.
But I just want to be interviewed.
I just want to be interviewed
Oh
so
my
bad.
gosh, just so bad. Just Nate interview me for the next 4 podcasts. and
We already know
that's-
we can't do improv scenes.
Just for, we tried our hardest, and that's
We tried
really-
so hard.
I mean, at least we can admit that it was not.
It was not
It
good.
wasn't key. Hey, we'll try again, and that's how you get better.
It was bad. It was a bad set. It was a bad set.
It was a bad set, and it takes a good comedian
It
to
takes a good
realize
comedian
a bad
to
set.
realize it's a bad set.
So really, at the end of the day, after all this, we're just great comedians.
we're just stellar comedians.
Nah, I'm playing. Something that I wanted to bring up before the show wraps up or anything, was you remember the first few one of the first few episodes out of the 4 that we have out was we were talking about Whataburger and all that
Oh, dude.
and In-N-Out, just talking
Yeah.
about places. So I mean, I bet you know where this is leading.
yeah.
So oh, then you tell the news then.
Oh, okay. So like a big Chicago investor or investment company straight up just bought Whataburger.
Yeah, like they bought it in the sense of like how a company can buy it by just giving all the stock. So they basically own
Yeah.
Whataburger, and that's crazy to me for a lot of reasons. Because like one, that's like a Texas thing, you know.
Yeah.
So like if they franchise that, that'd be cool. Like we'll get
Yeah.
Whataburgers in the north, but it's
And
like
they'll take over the White Castles.
they'll just like
They'll-
they'll
yeah.
switch. They'll do what they do with the Pizza Hut and Taco Bells and
Oh,
KFC's
they'll just
and
be
combine the White
together.
Castle and Whataburgers. But no, yeah. So it's like there's like the Chicago business,
Yeah.
and there's just something about Whataburger that's just like nice and local.
Wait, imagine walking into a White Castle Whataburger combo and like you walk into the door and like you're looking over at the White Castle and the Whataburger side and they just the cash register's just like looking at you like, which side are you gonna choose, huh?
And you have to pick one.
You have to pick one.
What if it was like not what if, but it'd be kind of funny if it was just like in the middle, just directly cut.
Yeah,
Like,
there was
the
a
right
tape,
side-
a tape
yeah.
line down the middle.
The right side very much so looks like a White Castle, but the left side very much so looks like
It's
a Whataburger.
not the same. But dude, yeah, I hope I will be okay with it if it doesn't like change too much.
Yeah,
Like
right. I'm not that sad about the franchising. It's more of
Yeah.
the sole fact that it's like, dang, like that started here and like,
Mhm.
but at the same time, like, I would want it to get big.
Yeah.
But if they lose quality due to that,
I'm gonna be bummed.
yeah. But I'm honestly like, it would make sense if like the ones up north weren't as good as the ones here, you know?
Yeah, it
Ship
kind of becomes like
everything.
a In-N-Out thing. Like you have to eat In-N-Out in Anaheim.
Yeah, and like, and with Whataburger, it's a little more real food, I feel like. So it's like
Yeah.
figuring out how to like make that taste the same like over a distance.
It's
you know
gonna
what
be
I mean?
tough.
Yeah, like with McDonald's, they got it down to a T. Like,
Yeah.
it's really easy. That was the intention from the beginning.
Bro.
With Whataburger, it's just like, huh.
But here's the thing. Now delinquents and hoodlums all over the country can stop by a Whataburger at
Dude.
11 p.m. at
Everybody,
night.
yeah, everybody kind of needs that because like, one, no other place is real open, and like
Dude,
if
yeah.
you want to buy food, like you can literally just go whenever you want, which is a horrible commitment for the job because I'm sure that it like sucks for the workers and all
Yeah.
that.
But dude, here's the thing.
But
Like, I
it's
feel like
useful.
a Whataburger is like a no man's land. Like you got your yees, you got your hoodlums, you got your preppy people. They'll all come to this Whataburger, and it's like a neutral zone.
Everybody
it's
just
just like-
comes together.
It's like, listen, we're all here for a patty melt. Nobody move.
nobody gets hurt.
Yeah. And
Just
then you
a
and I walk
Texas
in.
staple. And we sit in the corner
We
with
sit in
our
the corner and
shakes.
talk about John Wick.
Yeah, after John Wick 3, we did go get what a burger, man.
That was good.
Man, what a good burger.
I had a shake though. I didn't have a burger
Yeah, you didn't. Why didn't you eat anything?
because I ate before I got there.
Oh yeah, never mind.
I
That
had-
makes sense then why you didn't eat anything.
I had an omelet.
But yeah, no, so major stock, just like how Disney's quote unquote buying everything. They're just
Yeah.
owning a bunch of stock.
Next, Disney will buy Whataburger after they buy us.
Oh dude, I'd be down. Honestly, I'd be kind of down for not Disney, but another, like if I had to, you know, be bought out by something and just somebody monopolizes, like if they're a good
Yeah.
company, I wouldn't really care that much if I'm being honest. Maybe I'm just complacent
Maybe I
With-
just want this to end.
with government and everything. But it's just like, okay, if Apple wants to rule the world, whatever.
I'm cool with it then.
I mean, we let it happen anyway, in a way. People
Facts.
apparently everybody just has a price that they're willing to be sold out for.
And if you're asking if we have one too, you're gosh darn right we
If
have a price.
Yeah, if Disney came up and said, along with Fox, we were buying you for $1 million.
And that makes headlines, makes big news.
Oh, Disney. But yeah, no, it's just like, shoot, what was I just saying? It was
Selling out.
Yeah, selling out. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Like literally, like no matter, everybody does have a price. Like even Whataburger, they're selling most of their stock. Like you
Yeah.
put a number, and I mean, people think about it and think what's best. And I mean, even Minecraft got sold,
Which
you
is
know,
insane.
which for millions and millions, and it's just like, yeah, like no matter how much somebody like makes, it seems like everybody would be willing to, you know, for the right amount, which is fair, you know. Money
Yeah.
rules the world, all that, etc. Not to get deep or anything.
not to get
My bad.
down in the dumps.
Sad talk.
Sad talk with the sad boys.
Everybody own everything and have a price. But yeah, no.
This was fun.
Yeah, this was fun. I kind of I didn't mind doing a twofer. Really,
Yeah.
kind of flowed really well. Yeah, right now, whenever this comes out, I should be
You're gonna be not here.
over the pond.
Technically, you're still in the country.
Yeah, I'm in a territory of the country.
Do you need a passport to go to the? To go to
No,
Puerto
I
Rico?
don't actually.
You don't?
Yeah, since I was born there, I'm a U.S. citizen. Just because for the sole fact it's territory. So it's cool. You get citizenship, but it's like, that's about all you get. Like you don't really get any much more support.
You
or
get
anything.
you get citizenship and nachos con queso.
Precisely. But I'm excited. I'm really excited to
Yeah.
go. It's gonna be a good trip, and I'm glad we got to record this. Honestly,
Yeah.
to not to keep stuff going, just keep it more consistent.
And
Well, not
we'll-
more. Just keep it consistent because
Yeah.
we've been doing it every week.
And we will see y'all next week. And Juan will be back from Puerto Rico,
And I'll have all new stuff to talk about.
which is insane.
Crazy to think about, bro.
Bro, it's absolutely crazy, dog.
And with that was episode 5, right?
Yeah, episode 5 of Small Talk with the big men.
1 episode for each finger.
Yo, you're right.
See you guys.
Bye.